For most people, garages are a catch-all for stuff. And if you store everything in there but your car, you know what I'm talking about. But Brenda is here to help you reclaim your space. Brenda, you've got some simple steps for taking back your garage. But first, give us a bit of a tour of the one that you're in.
Yes, Tracy. So we are in this beautiful garage by Mint Garage. As you can see, the garage looks really pristine. One of the first things that they did is they went ahead and they decluttered the space. Very important. So that is your very first step, is decluttering. Once they did that, they went with organization. So if you look behind me and you look on the wall, we're using a lot of vertical storage. So what you're doing is you're going through those boxes, because oftentimes we use our garage as a storage. So you're going through those boxes, making sure you get organized. So you may have your bikes and toys in one section, and then you also have household items in another section. So if you're looking around, everything is really organized, and you label, and that usually helps you make sure that things are in the right place.
Okay, so you also say it's really good to think about a transition zone between the garage and your house. And what do you mean by that?
Yeah, so oftentimes when you're in your garage, think about, what's the pathway to get into your home. So within your garage, you can use that same area and think about making that area your mudroom. So that's where you're going to offload. You may have a bench seating, you may have hooks where you're gonna hang your coats, and so that makes it an easy pathway to go into your home and still feeling like the space is functional and organized.
Okay, is that a sofa beside you? Because that is something I never thought about putting in my garage, but what a great addition, right?
Absolutely. So this is not your typical garage. So again, they did a really good job. We have this lounge space. It's multifunctional. You have games behind me. So again, this is not your typical garage. Think about the kids going out to ride their bike and coming back. Families sitting together, having connectivity and positive time. This is the garage that you need to have. There's also, if you look behind me overhead, there's a heater, so it's nice and cozy in here. So when the garage door is closed, you can get up to 30 degrees. So that's amazing.
Now you designed, Brenda, an incredible virtual garage and mudroom for Architectural Digest. It is so beautiful. Tell us more about that.
Yeah, so this was a collaboration between the Black Interior Design Network and Architectural Digest. So this was a really great opportunity for me to look at an overlooked space like the garage and show people that you can really reimagine this space and make it whatever you want it to be, whether that's a play place or a lounge space. So we're really looking at how to reimagine our space. And so for this garage, it is a virtual design, so it's not realistic like the garage we're in right now. Can you believe that, Tracy?
I mean, listen, it looked way too good for any vehicle of mine. I would have to move into that space myself. It looked gorgeous. Can you just walk us through some of those virtual finishes, though, that we're seeing in that space?
Absolutely. So for the flooring option, we went with an epoxy finish, and so I have here from Mint Garage as well some of their samples for flooring. So we have the flake option as well as this solid option for epoxy flooring. When you think about it, a garage is often to and fro, so we're often rushing, and so this design really encouraged, the opportunity to just be still in a space where we're usually just on the go.
Absolutely. Now let me ask you this. That garage that you're in right now, can the car go in there too? Is there room for the car?
So the luxury of this garage space is that we have additional parking, so we are able to just keep this lounge look all year round because we have additional parking. So if you don't have that luxury, then you may not have this lounge space with, the furniture in here. You can still go with the vertical storage, still get organized, still make sure that things are off the floor, but you may not put this sofa piece here because you don't have that luxury of, just that having multiple garage spaces. So that's what you want to consider as well. Do you have the space for it? If you don't, then there's also other options.
Yeah, you make me almost want to move back to the suburbs. Almost. Just for that garage space. And let me tell you, some of the best times I had with my parents this summer when we had a little bit of time with our bubbles were in their garage. Yeah. Fold out chairs, hanging out in the garage, having a drink. Never underestimate the power of a good garage for bringing families together.